My name is Kris Lane. I'm a board certified nurse practitioner at CareSouth Carolina in the Atlanta office. And I wanted to come to you today and do a video as a follow-up to a Facebook post that went viral on vaping and the consequences of vaping. We have an epidemic of vaping in our area, especially with the young folks. We're seeing lots of increase in the numbers of kids that are vaping, and we're seeing lots of issues with overdoses. And so I wanted to come to you today and just kind of discuss how we got to this point. So let's first start with cigarette smoking. So cigarette smoking became popular in the 1960s. It was known as the cigarette century. We coined that term after 3 decades of cigarette smoking became real popular. Even in high school, they had smoking areas for the high school students. This area is a large farming community, and so tobacco was one of our main crops. And so we were a large tobacco farming area, and this paid for families their bills and subsidies. And so tobacco and smoking was really accepted here. Fast forward to vaping, and around the year 2000, vaping became online. In 2006, it became very popular when the e-cigarette came into play. So vaping is, we thought in the healthcare world that vaping would be a great new device that would help folks quit smoking, and we all know the dangers of smoking, and so we thought that this was going to be a great opportunity to get folks off of cigarettes and get them to a device that was less harmful. Well, we now know that we were dead wrong. Vaping is exponentially quicker in the causation of lung disease, heart disease, and other nefarious disease processes. One problem that we see with folks that vape is inhalation of the water vapors. We get what we call popcorn lung, which in the medical community we call it bronchiolitis obliterans. But popcorn lung essentially is a inflammation process that occurs in the lungs. It was called popcorn lung because it was first found in the microwave popcorn factories, in which the workers were inhaling diacetyl, which was a chemical that was put in the flavoring of the popcorn flavors. Well, vapes have flavoring in them, and this diacetyl or diacetyl acid is a flavoring that they put in there to enhance the flavors and to get the juices into the delivery process. So this diacetyl or diacetyl acid is causing inflammation in the lung lining, which is leading to popcorn lung. So these folks are beginning to develop lung disease at an astonishing rate. We've got a 17-year-old that's had a double lung transplant, not in this area, but in a local area. We've got South Carolina had its first death in 2019 from e-cigarette. And so we're seeing large volumes of folks that are having problems. And it doesn't take years like we've seen with cigarette smoking. Cigarette smoking tends to take many years of smoking to develop this. We're seeing lung disease develop in weeks to months to early years of vaping. And so we're very concerned about this. We're also concerned that there's very little FDA regulation of the e-cigarette. South Carolina legislatures currently have a bill in Congress to discuss e-cigarette and to better regulate that. So talk to your congressman, talk to your representative about supporting that bill and seeing if we can get some better regulation on it. We're seeing an increased number of overdoses from e-cigarette use in kids, from where the mechanism by which they make the vape, they're allowing for injection of fentanyl, methamphetamines, and other illicit substances into the vaping liquid. And so we're finding where people are getting these e-pens or these vape pens, and they're delivering THC or marijuana, fentanyl, methamphetamine. And so I wanted to come on here today and talk to you about that so that you can show this video to your kids, have a talking point for your kids so that you can discuss, please don't accept any, we don't accept any medication from anybody else. So please don't accept a smoking device or a vape pen or any kind of inhalant from somebody else. First, we don't want you to do it, but secondly, we don't want you to take anything from anybody that you don't know. If you don't know what's in it, don't put it in your body. Essentially is the hallmark of that. So, we just wanted to use this as a talking point so that we could, get this out, get this information out to the public so that we can combat what we're dealing with. It's an epidemic, and it's overwhelmingly destroying our youth and our younger folks. So I just wanted to come on and say thank you. We're accepting new patients here at CareSouth. I'll be glad to take any new patients on. Our number is 843-627-6252. And if you don't have a primary care provider, I'd love the opportunity to be that for you. Thank you.